Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a cute little treat box to share with you. I love seeing the cute little candies. These are Russell Stover Santas. They have these every year. I think they have snowmen as well. But I found the Santas. I'm starting to see a lot of Christmas candy coming out, so I'm super excited. But I always want to be able to see how cute these little candies are in here. So I made a see-through box, and it is a slider box. You're just going to pull off the belly band here. And I did attach the holly and stuff to that. And I did press it down with a glue dot so it would stay in place. But this is what it looks like, and it just pulls out like that. It's really easy to do, and it is one of those that people are always impressed with because it has the see-through where you can see through it, and I don't know, people just seem to make comments like they're really impressed with this kind of treat holder. So the little pine that I have on here, I just really glued it to here. You can glue it just to the bottom here and then leave the ribbon loose, or you can just do the ribbon. But isn't it cute how you can see them in there? I just love that. It's just one of my favorite things to do are like the windows and stuff in boxes. If you've been around, you already know that. But yeah, this is what we're going to make today. So what you're going to need for this is a piece of, I'm using basic black because I really wanted them to stand out. If I used like real red or something, I think that they would kind of get lost in there, so I wanted to use the basic black. It's 3.5 by 5 1/4. You also need a piece of window sheet that's 6.5 by 4.5. And then I did cut a little piece of gold foil. This is a 1/4 inch. I'm going to end up cutting this. And you also need a piece that's a 1/2 inch for the sentiment. I didn't cut that out because I'm just going to cut that piece by hand when I did emboss it with gold embossing. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to stamp our sentiment, emboss it, and get that stuff all out of the way. So you're going to need Versamark, and I have my little embossing buddy here. So this keeps the static down for those of you who are new. It keeps that static down, and your sentiment's going to be really nice and crisp and clean. So we're going to stamp that on here. And we're going to grab our gold emboss. Always cover that back up before you take your embossing powder out. It's just a good idea. And then we are going to put the embossing powder on. And I'm going to grab my heat tool really quickly, and we're going to emboss this. Okay, so that's all embossed. Isn't it pretty embossed? I never get tired of embossing. It's just so pretty. So I'm going to cut this, and I'm just going to make it really small. I'm going to cut it close to the letters, and I'm going to show you here in a minute the sets that I'm using for this. By the way, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. I'm a Stampin'Up demonstrator, and I post on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, and share. All right, everyone, I'm going to show you what we're going to use for that. So I am using the Peaceful Deer just for the Merry Christmas. You can use whatever Merry Christmas you like. I thought this was just the perfect size. And then on the cottage wreaths, I am using these pine needles right here, and I am using the country wreaths dies that cut this out. So, and there's a little Merry Christmas here as well, but I wanted it in a straight line. I'm picky about those things. I just thought it looked nicer in the line like this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp those pine. And I'm using 2 of the larger one because there's a larger one and a smaller one on here, so that's why I'm doing it twice. It does have 2 dies to cut those out, so you can cut those out really quickly using these dies. And then I'm just going to use the larger ones on both. So I already did that because I wanted to save some time, and I have my 2 pine right here. All right, let's set these aside, and I'm going to set this aside with it because this is going to go with that part. And we are going to go ahead and do the box and the window sheet. So there's easy scoring on this. On the box, you're just going to score it at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. So 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. And then I recommend you using a Simply Scored if you have one, because this really helps when you're scoring, because these are really deep and you can really push into them to get, because scoring a window sheet is pretty hard, especially the Stampin' Up, because this is really good quality and it's pretty, the thickness is pretty good on it. So for this, we are going to score it at 1/2, and I usually will go down it twice so that I can see it really well, and just push it into that groove there. And then it's going to be 3, 3.5. You're going to have to hold it down because it does start wanting to curl up because you're putting pressure on it. It's really easy to do. Don't be intimidated by it. And then at 6. Okay, and it is harder to see, but you can see, I think you can see pretty much where they're scored. All right, so that's it. And then what you want to do with these is, you know, sometimes it's a good idea to use some black because you can see where you scored, and then just fold it over. And this Teflon Bold folder is perfect for this, y'all. It just will help it to fold over really nice, and it helps you to see with that black underneath exactly where you scored. And just sharpen them all. Don't worry about if it's folding on itself, because we'll fix all that. And then one more. Do this one this way. And I usually go from the center out. Just like that. It's so worth the little bit of fuss that you have to go through to use a window sheet, because it's so pretty. And then what we're going to do, and when you do this, when you adhere this, I'm just using Stampin' Seal, and you are going to see it, but you can put it on the bottom of the box. I'm going to just run it all the way down. Use something, you can use tear and tape as well. And when you're closing this, don't close it all the way down to your score mark here. Put it up just a hair, just a little bit, so that it gives you enough room to slide this really easily over this box. So I leave, I don't even know if you can see, but I leave a little bit right here, and it just makes it easier. And then you can just manipulate this a little bit. See how nice it goes then? All right, so let's get the box. We are going to cut this. This is so easy. You're going to cut up on each one of these. Just like that. Again, we're going to get our bone folder and sharpen all these. You know, on boxes, you really need to sharpen these well. It looks sloppy if you don't. All right. I'm going to go ahead and use my Stampin' Seal Plus for this part, and you're going to just add it here. You can use tear and tape, you can use wet glue. I'm using this because it's quicker in a video to use. So I'm going to use this. Make sure you put enough on there. And then we're going to just fold this all together like this. And it's going to fit 5 of these Santas in there. Now I'm taking my Stampin' Seal and I'm just going to run it on the inside here. This is just to hold. You can use a glue dot as well, but I find this is just easier. Just put some on the bottom here so it holds your Santas in place. And I'm going to grab some more here. They're so cute. Look at those. So I'm putting it up towards the top more. There's a space, but that's where my ribbon's going to go. So that's why I went ahead and moved them up. And you just have to press these down and they'll stay there. These are really quick to do too, y'all. So there it is right there. I'm going to grab my window sheet right here. And you have to kind of tuck it in a little bit. It'll go in, but kind of tuck the ends in and then just slide it on here. It's going to be tight, but you want it tight so it keeps the Santas in the box. And they're not like bouncing around everywhere. All right, so there you go. It's all in there really nice and tidy. And believe me, they're in there really nice and sturdy. And these are great for stocking stuffers too. You can just stick it in a stocking or give them to coworkers. So I'm using my red and green again. My red and green ribbon. These come in a pack. It comes in a pack, y'all, so you can get both of them, which I love. And then we're going to tie this bow. There we go. And then we're going to cut the ends here. Just make it pretty. And I'm going to grab my little pine needles right here. I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal Plus. I would use glue, the wet glue. I think the wet glue works best on keeping these together. But I do want to add them to the box this time. I'm just going to add them underneath the bow with this Stampin' Seal. And we're just going to put it under the bow like that. You can push this up a little bit more. And then I'm going to grab this sentiment and this one right here. And I'm going to cut this shorter like that. I'm going to flag both the ends of these. And I'm going to add a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus here. And that's going to go like that. And then I'm going to trim this because I want it to kind of hide underneath the ribbon. And then I'm just going to add some Stampin' Seal Plus here to add it underneath. Kind of underneath the bow, I guess, is where. There you go, just like that. Look how cute they are. And it's so easy, y'all. So easy and quick. And wouldn't they make such cute stocking stuffers? I think it'd make a really cute stocking stuffer. The part that I hate the most about doing videos with the window sheet is that it has such a reflection, like holding it. I have to hold them up so you can see them. But they're so cute otherwise. But you can see the reflection on there. All right, everyone. I hope you have a blessed day. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. All the supplies are listed there. Here's my host code. My host code is always listed on my blog as well. So whenever you place an order, I would appreciate you using the hostess code. All right, everyone. Have a blessed one. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.